One thing I got to bring up really fast though, before we continue, is the notion of time and how I'm almost out of it. I've actually spent so much time in the editing process and having fun with this, and then now I only have a day left. And then I'm back to being free. Let's say with a mask in public anyway, per the guidelines. Kind of exciting that I kind of get to come out of this cave. Just so you know, I'm gonna have to kind of rush through these, having fun with this, but at the same time, just like in these challenges, it's not fun without other people involved and to talk about it. So one thing I wanted to point out though is in the last video, I had to just go straight through. There was no editing in that. Everything that was done in the voiceover was 100% no stopping. And same thing with the garage run, and the same thing with the Richie B's run. Let's get back to my message on the Rice Krispie treats. Now that I'm doing challenges I want to do, and believe it or not, I did want to do the 60 Rice Krispie treats in one setting. I'd actually attempted it with a flavored version. I think it was like a year before that. It never happened. So at some point I was like, you know what? I want to do this Rice Krispie challenge. I'm going to try it. Unfortunately though, I was having this new goal in place, and so this not only was the pizza kind of the turning point for my videos, say content, kind of finding a style, things I like, you know, kind of abandoning, you know, following what other people are doing and kind of doing my own thing. I had this competition coming up and I had posted about that. So I already kind of started that direction when the pizza video came out. And so now I'm thinking like, okay, challenges have done something really good for me. And I learned, you know, over the past couple months was they gave me, say, certain performance benefits. I just noticed a surge of energy in the gym or training the next day. But the hard part was is if I was like doing the fasting, you know, I didn't have a lot of strength during that. So I had to maybe say focus more on my cardio on that when I had less food. It was easier to do. So this is one of the ones I kind of planned out, and I said, okay, I'm going to do the cardio, which is where I had the run in, and then I had the eating. So it made a lot of sense. So that's actually kind of where that happened. And I wouldn't imagine anybody to go reproduce any of these. And unfortunately, I just had an injury for this one, so I couldn't go run. But hey, you know what? Walking is still cardio and it's beneficial. And then now that I had a weight pack, it was really hard and my heart rate got high. So there's a lot of different ways you can get exercise. And you can see that as I'm making this video, I think I kind of look a little bit more myself and more happy, and it just doesn't look as forced. Yeah, maybe I'm more comfortable with the camera and I'm getting used to that. At the same time, I just felt like it was something I wanted to do. So it was something that not modeled after anyone else. It was something just for me, and it was specific to my goals too. So it had all these things aligned. And so that's what I like most about this video, is that it was myself and it was me doing something that made sense. So now I'm already building towards a direction that's going to go towards everything else, because this Bulk to Beast series was, I kind of didn't plan it when I started the channel, but I knew I wanted to deliver nutrition in some sort of way. And it just so happened, I was like, okay, now that I'm getting better with editing, I'm doing challenges, I start combining the nutrition side. And I had mentioned things in other videos, but now I'm really bringing it into Bulk to Beast, talking about my nutrition, talking about my training. And you can just see where this is the direction I really start to shift. And the challenges, there's only, I think, what, maybe 10 or so left. And I just wanted to make sure that as I was doing these challenges, they were big enough or worthy enough to get someone's attention and bring someone in as a new viewer and say, whoa, that's pretty different. Okay, so they're following food challenges of, say, maybe competitive eaters. And if I somehow got pulled up, I'm just this person down here that's kind of a nobody. And then, hey, you know what? Maybe that whatever they're doing to stay in shape, there's things I can do. How are they eating that food and getting in condition? Because that's something that you don't hear a lot about, let's say, in the competitive eating side. I have seen videos. There are some who do, let's say, show their training and how it's beneficial and how it keeps them leaner and in better shape. But it's not really, say, the overall like message they're sending. It's, I can eat this much food. This is my talent. And there's probably people in between, but I'm just one of these people down here that's, you know, kind of a nobody. And the last point I want to point out in all of this Rice Krispie treats, and the last thing I want to point out in this specific video, and what I was experiencing at the time, and something I brought up in the beginning of why I had to do food challenges, because as the Bulk to Beast series went out, which is something I was more happy to do, it was more my style. I actually had a reasonable amount of edits to make an okay video. I still didn't get views. I had very low views on those. Versus challenges, you know, they were friends and family, and maybe they would come up in searches. I don't know. YouTube has this criteria that you have to meet, and it's stupid. It's the algorithm. I want to make sure to at least get through most of these videos, maybe save a few for the end when they're actually coming out. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure. I just have to, like I said, I pray on things and wait for, the ideas and the inspiration and the passion, and it comes. So at just the right timing, as always. So I'm pretty sure I'm over on time. So we're going to have to clip this one out. But the next video, I'm going to definitely have to go a little bit faster because, like I said, my time is pressed. Yeah, that's this video, and I'll see you in the next. Take care. Peace.